So, let's talk about something we can all relate to: the desire to earn a little extra money. In today's world, our smartphones are glued to our hands, communicating, entertainment, navigation, so it only makes sense that people are looking for ways to make them productive tools for earning too. The idea of making money from your couch during a commute while waiting in line for coffee. It represents a new kind of flexibility that traditional jobs just can't offer. This shift has led to a huge surge in apps and platforms, all promising the same thing: easy money right from your phone. The app stores are flooded with these kinds of applications. Everyone's seen the ads promising you'll get rich quick just by tapping a few buttons. But the reality is usually a bit more grounded. Most of these apps won't replace your full-time job. Instead, they offer a way to monetize your downtime. Think of it as turning those spare minutes you spend scrolling through social media into a few extra dollars for a coffee, a subscription, build up a small savings fund. This whole concept is built around the idea of the gig economy. It's about micro-tasks. And that's the space where an app like Paidwork comes into the picture, aiming to be one of the more dependable options in a very crowded field. So, what is this Paidwork app? At its core, it's a simple platform, a central hub for money-making activities. Think of it as a dashboard connecting you to different opportunities. It consolidates micro-tasks into one convenient place. Instead of downloading 5 different apps, one for surveys, one for games, one for watching videos, Paidwork brings all of that under one roof. That makes the experience cleaner and easier to manage. Perfect when you're trying to earn a little on the side without hassle. The app works on your phone, Android, iOS, and on a computer via their website. That flexibility is great. Answer surveys on your laptop, then switch to your phone to play a game or watch a video on the go. The developers wanted to remove as many barriers as possible. It's available in many countries and supports multiple languages, aiming for a global user base. Alright, let's walk through getting set up. It's a very straightforward process, a good sign. First, download the app. You can find Paidwork on the Google Play Store for Android devices or the Apple App Store for iPhones. If you prefer a bigger screen, use their website on your computer. Once the app is installed or the website is open, create an account. This is step 1. Pretty standard stuff. You can sign up using your Google account, a Microsoft account, or just a regular email address. After you've signed up, you'll be taken to the account setup phase. The app will ask you for some basic demographic information: age, gender, location, and maybe some of your interests. It's tempting to skip, but take a minute to fill it out accurately. That information is used to match you with relevant tasks, especially surveys. Paidwork will usually ask you to verify your email address. They'll send a link to the email you signed up with. Click it. Once your account is verified, you're pretty much ready to go. Open the app. You should see the main dashboard. Before you jump into earning, one last crucial step: set up your payment method. Paidwork typically uses bank transfers for payouts. Enter your bank account details. So you're all set up and ready to start earning. Let's break down the main ways you can do that inside the Paidwork app. There are 4 primary methods, and each one caters to a different style. The first, and often the most popular, is playing games. Companies and game developers want people to test their new games, and they're willing to pay you to do it. Downloading a specific game, playing it until you reach a certain level, completing a specific in-game achievement. The payouts for these can be pretty decent, but they do require a significant time investment. The second major category is filling out surveys. This is classic market research. Companies are constantly looking for consumer opinions on products, services, and ad campaigns. Inside the Paidwork app, you'll find a list of available surveys from different providers. Each one will typically show you an estimated completion time and how much you'll earn. Third on the list is watching videos. This is probably the most passive way to earn on the app. The tasks usually involve watching short promotional videos or advertisements. You'll be required to watch for a certain duration, and once you have, a small amount of money is credited to your account. Finally, there's a category that can be broadly described as online tasks. This is a bit of a catch-all for various micro-jobs that don't fit into the other categories. Signing up for a newsletter, testing a website, and providing feedback or completing simple data entry tasks. This variety is honestly one of the app's strengths. On any given day, you can choose what you feel like doing, whether it's zoning out with some videos focusing on a game or sharing your opinions in a survey. Alright, let's talk about how to get the most out of the app while staying safe. First, a pro tip for maximizing your earnings. Diversify your activities. Don't just stick to one thing. Some days, there might be a lot of high-paying games available. Other days, the survey section might be full of great opportunities. By checking all the different earning methods regularly, you increase your chances of finding the best-paying tasks at any given moment. Also, pay attention to special offers or bonuses. Sometimes the app will offer a higher reward for a particular game or a bonus for completing a certain number of surveys in a week. These are great ways to boost your income. Now let's talk about safety, because that's super important. When you're dealing with an app that involves financial information, you really need to be cautious. First off, always use a strong, unique password for your Paidwork account. Don't reuse a password you use for your email or bank account. Second, be very careful with the information you share. Paidwork needs your basic demographic data for surveys. You should never have to provide things like your social security number or credit card details to a third-party survey site. Another practical tip is to be patient. Your earnings will start small, and that's completely normal. The most reliable way to earn is through consistent effort. Set aside a little bit of time each day, maybe 20 or 30 minutes, to check the app and complete a task or two. And you'll find that Paidwork can be a solid tool in your digital arsenal.